Welcome to Internet Quality Academy. The channel is for the quality control engineer, site engineer, and the civil engineer who are working in the construction field. In this channel, we are dealing with anything and everything which is required to get success in the construction industry. Today also, I'm going to discuss about a very important topic, that is what is the physical and chemical properties of fly ash as per IS code. So stay tuned until the end to get the full information about that, what physical and chemical properties of the fly ash which were used in the concrete productions, cement production, or the fly ash bricks. And if you are new in my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. So let's jump into the subject. What is the fly ash properties? Rather, physical and chemical properties of fly ash as per Indian standard. So first we need to know what is the relevant IS code. Now, if you want to know what is fly ash and what is the how fly ash is produced and what is the effect of fly ash on the environment, I have made a detailed video on this. Please, link is there or in the description. Please check and you will get full information about the fly ash. So today I'm the fly ash properties. So what is the relevant IS code? There are two codes in India that is followed for the fly ash. That is IS 3812 Part 1 2013 reaffirmed in 2022 and 3812 Part 2 2013 reaffirmed in 2022. Why these two parts? Let's learn that one also. There are classification of fly ash as per IS code. So as per IS code, there are two grade of fly ash is available. What is grade 1 or grade 2? So IS code classified two grade of fly ash, that is grade 1 and grade 2. And grade 1 described in IS 3812 in part 1 and grade 2 described in IS 3812 part 2. What is the part 1? Part 1 is for use as pozzolana in cement, cement mortar and concrete. So whenever we are using fly ash as a pozzolana in a cement mortar production and the concrete production, then IS 3812 part 1 to be followed, that is grade 1 fly ash to be used. And what is grade 2? Grade to use for use as admixture in cement mortar and concrete. So whenever we are uses fly ash as an admixture, then it will be used as a grade 2 grade of fly ash, that is conforming IS 3812 part 2. So these two grade of fly ash available in India as per IS code. Now, what is the physical properties? The physical properties grade 1 and grade 2. Let me zoom it out so that you will find out full. So here it is grade 1. Grade 1, which IS code we need to follow? That is, we need to follow the 3812 part 1. And in the table 2 of IS or 3812 part 1, it is mentioning what is the physical requirement of fly ash to be there in order to use it in a cement or concrete production. So what is it? We are using fly ash as a supplementary of cement. So it should be the same category of the cement, whatever we are using, but the rate of hydration will be very less so that the heat production will be less. And what is the fineness? Because it is the finest property of a cement. Whenever you are dealing with, we are checking that we need to check the what is the fineness, that is measured in specific surface in meter square by kg by Blaine's permeability method. What will be the minimum requirement? That is 320. So if we want to use fly ash in a concrete or in the concrete or in the cement production, the fineness modulus should be 320 minimum. And what is the particle written in 45 micron sieve? That should be maximum 34. Above that, if it is, that it is not the grade 1. And the lime reactivity, average compressive strength in Newton is the 4.5. And what is the compressive strength, which is also meant requirement, because whenever we are using cement in a concrete, we need to know what is the compressive strength of cement or the grade of the cement. So as a part of the replacement of cement, or we are using the fly ash, so also we need to know what is the compressive strength of the fly ash. So in 28 days, what will be the minimum? Minimum, it's saying not less than 80% of the strength of the corresponding plain cement mortar cubes of zero point 0.8. That means whatever the cement strength, that should be not less than zero point 0.8 if it is. So when if it is 43, so 0.3 into zero point 0.8, it should not be less than. So in this way, we are selecting the fly ash. So whenever we are using fly ash as a concrete in a concrete or in a production of cement, we need to use the grade 1 and we need to follow the table 2 of IS 3812, and these are the category we need to satisfy. If it is satisfy that fly ash, we will say it is a grade 1 fly ash and it can be used as for concrete production, as fly ash bricks production, or any other supplement of cement. So and now here is a note: fly ash fineness 250 meter square per kg per mean is also permitted to be used in manufacturing of Portland pozzolana cement by intergrinding it with the Portland pozzolana clinker if the fly ash when ground furnace of 320 for the fineness of resultant Portland cement. So it can be used and it is the condition, that is one, but we will always follow this one and it is a special condition that can be used. So these are the physical properties of grade 1 uh, fly ash as per 3812. Now we need to check what is the physical properties of grade 2 fly ash which are using as an admixture. What will be happen? This fineness is 200 meter square per kg. Here it is saying it is 320, now it is 200. And particles retained on 45 micron min max is 50, or it is it was 34. So it is more finer particles, and finest properties is more than in a grade 1 and then the grade 2. And soundness is 0.8. Here is also soundness is 0.8. So difference in the compressive strength and the fineness modulus, we are differentiate the grade 1 and grade 2. So these are the physical properties we need to follow as per the table 2 of IS 3812 and IS 3812 of grade 1 and grade 2. Now we need to know what is the chemical properties of the chemical properties of the fly ash. Again, there is two grade 1 and grade 2. So we need to know what is the grade 1 categories and what is the grade 2 categories. First we check the grade 1. It is in mentioned in table 1 of IS 3812 part 1. So in table 2 is the physical properties and table 1 is the chemical properties. So what is that? First here is saying there is requirement is silicosis fly ash and calcareous fly ash. What is the silicosis fly ash and calcareous fly ash? Let's check into the IS code what is mentioning in the code. See, here it is in IS 3812, it said calcareous fly ash conforming to the provision of calcareous fly ash given in the standard and having reactive calcium oxide not less than 10% by mass. So it should be the reactive calcium oxide should not be less than. Then if it is more than 10%, it will be treated as calcareous fly ash. And such fly ash is normally produced from burning ignite or sub-bituminous coal and has both pozzolanic and hydraulic properties. So for our understanding, the calcareous fly ash is which is having 10 calcium oxide more than 10%. And what is silicosis fly ash is? Fly ash, here it is mentioned. Fly ash conforming to the provision of silicosis fly ash given in the standard having reactive calcium oxide less than 10%. So it is calcareous if it is calcium oxide is more than 10% and the siliceous fly ash is less than 10%. So these are the definition given in the IS code. Now let's check what is the proper chemical properties or the chemical requirement that is in IS 3812 for grade 1. What is it? Silicon dioxide plus aluminum oxide L2O3 plus iron oxide in percentage by mass minimum. So what will be the minimum? In siliceous fly ash is 70 and calcareous 50. And here it is what is the method of test. And then silicon dioxide in percentage by mass minimum 35. Here it is for 25. Reactive silica in percentage by mass minimum here is 20, it is 20. And magnesium oxide in percentage by mass is 5 and 5. So these are the table we need to follow whenever we are selecting fly ash for our concrete production or any other things. Whether it is a grade 1, we need to follow this, and we need to satisfy these criteria. If it is satisfied, we can say it is a grade 1 fly ash, and we can use it for our concrete production. What is that? Note is that the test may be carried out if agreed in between the manufacturer and user or purchaser, with the requirement being is given herein. For the purpose of this test, whenever reference of cement has been made in IS 403, it may be treated as pulverized fuel ash. So that means test all here, whatever IS 403 is mentioned cement, it will be replaced as a fuel ash. So we need to satisfy as per the cement ingredient or cement criteria in grade 1. Now, what will be the grade 2? Grade 2 also, we need to follow the same code, that is table 3812 part 2 for the grade 2. And here is also in table 1 the chemical requirement. Again, it is saying silicon dioxide plus aluminum oxide L2O3 plus iron oxide Fe2O3 in present percent by mass, minimum 70 and 50. Here is also 70 and 50. 35 and 25, more or less this table 1 and table grade 1 and grade 2 more or less is fine, but is a loss of ignition here it is 5 and loss of ignition here is 7. So more or less is the same, but in the physical properties it is a difference. So that is the difference in physical and chemical properties. It differentiate in grade 1 and grade 2, and according to the grade we are selecting our fly ash for our concrete production or as an admixture in concrete production or anything else. So these are the table we need to follow, or the grade we need to follow, that we have two grade of fly ash, that is grade 1 and grade 2, and it is conforming 3812 part 1 and 3812 part 2 as well. And if you want to check the physical properties, that the table 2 is mentioning, and if you want to check the chemical properties, that is mentioning in the table 1. So according to the requirement of our project and according to the requirement of the concrete production or the fly ash bricks production, whatever, according to that we need to finalize, or we need to select our grade of fly ash, and accordingly we need to take the test, and we need to check the MTC whenever we are purchasing fly ash on, or whenever we are making a concrete production. We need to check that it is satisfied or not. If it is satisfied, then we can use. If it is not, we cannot use this fly ash. So these are the things about the physical and chemical properties of the fly ash, and I hope you find it useful. And if you find it useful, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. And if you want to know anything more about quality control and construction, please let me know. I will come with more content like this, and I'm waiting for your valuable comments, so that from your valuable comment everybody will be benefited. And if you are feeling stuck in your quality control career, I have a solution for you. I have a link in the bio, so please click on the link and book a one-to-one call with me, which is completely free. And in this call, I will uncover the secret of the quality control success, and also I'll give you some gifts or some the resources which will enhance your career. So book and meet me, and I'm waiting for you. And thank you once again for watching me.